don't know if I'm sure other songwriters do this, but sometimes I write songs based on dreams that I've had, because they always cause me to think. And this is definitely a song that I wrote based on a dream that I had one night about a little boy, and I woke up and I was like, what is that about? And so sometimes when I have those dreams, I like to sit down and write, because I find often once the writing is sort of where you discover what is sort of where the dream came from, right? So this is about a little boy that kind of like a lost soul part of myself when I was a kid, that I forgot about as I grew up to be a woman. The song's called When I Was a Little Boy.
He was living in the trees, that was his home. He slept alone in an old wooden box, no one to hold him tight, frightened as he was. In bare feet he was walking on broken glass. He used some shards to cut away to his lonely heart. His clothes were torn, hair in a tattered mess. There was despair hanging in that forest air. Ooh, I was a little boy when I was a little girl. It was a fine line for me back then, and ooh, I was a wild child when I was a little boy. Girl, anyway, I knew the summer sun would come and save me from it all. And I could run around outside in my underwear. I didn't wear a shirt, I had nothing to hide back